Hey everybody, Claire here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a super fresh, really delicious margarita using herbs from your own kitchen garden. So I've been partnering with Nature's Care by Miracle-Gro to show you first how to make your own kitchen garden. So that was in a previous video, so please make sure to check that out. But I'm going to use those herbs to make a signature cocktail. So I have here the mint that I've grown. I also have some basil that I've pulled off the other plant that I grew. And I'm going to use both of these to infuse tequila to make a really fresh, herbaceous margarita. So I have everything out here that I need to infuse my alcohol, but also make the cocktail. All right, well, let's get started. To infuse the alcohol, it could not be simpler. I love this technique so much because you can really add a lot of amazing flavor and make your cocktails very unique. So all you need for that is a small jar. So this is about a pint. And one of the funny misconceptions about infusing alcohol is everybody thinks you have to do like a gallon at a time or something, but honestly, doing a couple cups goes a long way, especially if you're gonna mix this with other alcohol. So I have 1 pint here. I have 1 very full cup of my tequila. So I'm just gonna pour that right in. I then have my fresh basil leaves, and I'm just gonna throw that right in there. You can kind of tear them up a little bit so that the oils come out. Toss them in. And then I'm gonna do a few sprigs of mint, stem and all. I'm gonna do less mint because mint has such a strong flavor. But this is what I love about having kitchen herbs. You can just get it completely fresh. It makes a huge difference rather than doing store-bought because the flavor is just so much more intense. It has all these amazing oils, everything's really fresh right at the top, so you don't have to kind of add more to try to get more flavor out of it. The other kind of fun thing is that you can use different herbs that you could never find in a grocery store. Like for instance, the basil that I grew was African blue basil, and this is actually lemon mint rather than traditional mint. So it's really nice to have these flavors that you can't really find anywhere else growing out of your own kitchen. So now I'm just gonna let this sit in my fridge for a week, 2 weeks. You basically can let it infuse until it tastes the way you want it to taste. Just know the longer you have it in here, the stronger the flavor will be. So if, for instance, you want it to have a really strong basil flavor and just a little bit of mint, you could start with basil and then a little later, a few days later, add the mint sprig and only add it for a shorter amount of time. So there's lots of fun ways to mix and match it. All right, so this is done. So now I'm gonna make my margarita. So I have some kosher salt and I have a little bit of dried herbs here. I'm just gonna mix these all together, just like this. And then I have my lime wedge, and that goes over the whole thing, just like this. So just around the edge. And this is what the salt is gonna cling to. Cute. You can see it has all the little bits and pieces from the herbs in there, which is just wonderful. So now to make the margarita. I have about 1 ounce, so 2 tablespoons of orange liqueur. I think that this is sweet enough just with the orange liqueur, but if you like it a little bit sweeter, you can always add a couple of teaspoons of superfine sugar. Next, I'm going to add also about 1 ounce of lime juice. And now I'm gonna eyeball it. So I'd say you can do anywhere between 1 to 2 ounces of the infused tequila. So I'm gonna do about 1.5 ounces, or also known as a jigger. There we go. And then I'm gonna take half of these ice cubes and stir it all around. Perfect. That is nice and cold. So now I'm gonna put my ice cubes in my glass, and I'm using my handy little strainer, and I'm just gonna strain everything right on top. So it wouldn't be complete without a garnish, so I'm gonna grab some garnish from my fresh herb garden. Beautiful. And just put that right on top. How cute is that? I love it. All right, let's give it a taste. That is so delicious. It's fresh, it's bright. The quality is so strong. I love the fact that you can really taste the nuance of these herbs. It just has so much flavor and it packs a really big punch. I absolutely love it. Well, thank you so much for watching my video on how to make this amazing garden fresh margarita. Please make sure to check out naturescare.com for more information on their amazing potting mixes, plant foods, and also tips and tricks for building your own kitchen garden. Please check out the Kitschy Kitchen for more recipes like this one. Like the video if you like it. Thank you so much, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.